Hey there, good morning. It's the first Monday of fall, and while we don't have any fall weather in store for us today, there is some right around the corner. So let's talk about what fall weather could be like for us here in South Texas. So we tend to see our average first 65-degree morning low temperature, what you could call a crisp morning, happening on or about September 26th. That's this Thursday. And I think this Friday morning is probably where we'll start to see some of that nice crisp morning weather. I've got a low of about 67 degrees, so we're close. Average highs as we get into October in just the next couple of weeks, the middle 80s. As nice as 85 degrees. And you know what? We tend to see that transition season between summer and fall bringing us a nice change where our temperatures slowly ebb and flow as cold fronts make it more and more across the country and deeper into Texas. So that's not going to happen today. We're still going to see those highs ranging from the low to middle 90s, a little more humidity closer to the coast. Will likely have us feeling like the lower 100s. So no heat alert criteria today, but it is going to be a hot one. Please make sure that you're drinking plenty of water. You might need an extra coffee on this Monday if you're like me, but make sure you pair that with an extra water to keep yourself hydrated. But yes, aside from this, we're also talking about changes in humidity. So muggy meter dipping down to the lowest part of the chart here, something we haven't done here in months. So a nice bit of drier air. A cold front will probably move through sometime between Wednesday night and Thursday morning, and it's going to take a little bit of time for the cooler air, really drier air, to move in behind it. So while I'm not expecting a huge change in our temperatures, it's going to feel like a huge change because of this. With our drier air moving in, that directly relates to how comfortable it feels outside. So a nice little taste of fall, if you will, as we go on into the end of the week. Now, let's talk about the tropics, because that is definitely something we pay attention to in the fall. So while we're looking at temperatures that are likely to stay warm, you can imagine the Gulf of Mexico is definitely feeling hot. That tends to fuel activity in the tropics. So right on time, we are tracking an area of interest in the Caribbean. We talked about this last week. Now the National Hurricane Center has dubbed it Invest 97L. That means it's something they're interested in and they're investigating. Invest 97L. Well, this is expected to be Helene in a couple of days as it moves on this northwest track across the Caribbean and into the Gulf of Mexico. The system that is going to help bring that cold front all the way to South Texas is likely going to keep this tropical trouble away from Texas. It's too early to rule that out, but I do think things are looking good for us. We may still have some rough surf and coastal issues as that storm moves into the Gulf of Mexico, though. As we look at the next 7 days over, we're going to focus on the rain chances being earlier in the week, and toward the end of the week, a nice little break from that stifling, sizzling summer heat, something I think we're all excited for here and we'll be looking forward to. We'll get another update on your extended forecast and how the trends are looking in about 10 minutes.